Don't get on this path that you don't want to be on. Don't fucking get on a train that's going to the wrong town. Ultimately, you decide if you're gonna live or not. Am I just gonna get through life, or am I gonna live? Because it's a fucking choice. I mean, you literally decide that. And some people decide it when they're 70, and it's too late.
Definition of a champion, dog.
I was waiting outside.
Got you good.
I was waiting outside for like a half hour. And then listening for the Hummer, and all of a sudden I turned around and there you are in the Tesla.
We call that the silent attack. We made a lap so at least you could see us. But you were gone. You were too mad. The minute I saw you standing there and the camera's on the pedestal, I was like, we're getting yelled at. Because he doesn't even see us coming. It's basically an invisible car. Good morning, people. Too many of you to go one by one. Hey, Brad. We should do our storage unit thing today before we forget and don't do it. Why is there ping pong ball on? Morning, John.
What's up, Ben?
Did Junior quit? That makes things worse, and he doesn't even know it yet. Things are worse now. I don't know, Fuller only has one video to put up, and he forgets every fucking week. Okay, so he got it right one week. He got the video up. Good morning, Junior. How come you were radio silent last night? That's why we didn't get to have our videos online? Oh God, you don't even know what's going on? You got fired last night, and you're not even aware. You know Bro Media, the group chat that you're the leader of? You might want to check it out. Junior, you all set? Okay, you know the first thing I want to talk about, right, Junior? Half the time you need to be leading. Right now, you're doing 110% of your time making videos. And if that's what you want to do, you have to just say, let me just do that for another 6 months or a year. I don't want to lead this damn thing yet. Because you know what, I just graduated school like a fucking week ago, and I'd rather just fucking make videos for a little while. Leaders delegate. You should be delegating to the kid that washes goddamn vehicles. You should be giving him more work. He's dropped his overtime big time. You can't just do it. The worst thing you can do is do it yourself. Because then now I have no leader. And I'm back doing the same goddamn job. And we're stuck. Because that's what talking with and thinking about Fitment Inc. taught me Monday. This is big enough to have a full-time leader. We keep acting like it's not, and that's why it keeps falling into my lap. Because I'm the only one able to lead, because you guys are all producing video. So let's do that. I think that'd work like a dream job. Because there's a lot that I think that we just take for granted that gets done. Like ordering t-shirts. Somebody needs to do that. And then there's a whole process, because then you got to get them on the site. It took us 2 weeks to get a t-shirt on the website. And that's because nobody's leading it. We're doing it when we get a chance. Cool. Let's do that starting today. Did you get up and move yesterday? I just don't want anybody stuck in their desk. It's nice out now, so go for a walk and make a video. Parking under control? This is not the right group. That's not even the right question. So let's just re-look at why are we so... We do this every week. 5,000, 6,000, 20,000. That doesn't make any sense. You better have to spread out your... Just move one video back to Monday night. Did you write that down? Because I feel like you're not going to do it. Pull on Corey and have him help you. Where is he? Is he out cleaning something? Oh, he's doing his spotlight today. What'd you learn on your internship? Wax on, wax off, motherfucker. Did you write it down so that you do it? Sweet. Who needs this the most? You have to say what the answer is, Junior. Don't trick me into making you fail. Okay. Anything else you need from me other than everything? Can I sit by you, Emily? Junior's gonna stop making videos, Bro Media. He wants to be your leader, so I want him 100% leading. So he will only be allowed to make videos like on overtime for fun and because he has an obsession with making cool shit. But then during the day from 9 to 5, he should be leading. So it'd be basically Junior and I for custom offsets and what's your name? Fuller for Fitment Inc. Cool? So if you want to do that for a living, then head down that path. If you don't want to do that for a living, and you say, hey Shawn, let's go for a walk. I want to talk about other ideas. The best thing you guys can do is let's go for a walk and talk about what you want to do. Don't get on this path that you don't want to be on. Don't fucking get on a train that's going to the wrong town. So start figuring out what you want to do. You've had 2 weeks here. You should know what you want to do now. That's a joke. But I want you to transfer over the graphic design and do the branding and the big stuff and the websites and the stuff that you get fucking weird about, but that you can do the way nobody else can. Does that make sense to everybody? So we started learning what our new jobs are, and Junior is feeling really good about that last week, so we're all switching jobs again. Sound good? And that'll give you time to focus because Fitment Inc. is there. But that's where, you know, let's leverage people's strengths and pass on the stuff that you're not gonna wanna do forever. So don't ever think you're picking a career. You're picking your job for the next 6 to 12 months. Ideally 12 months. If you can't see yourself doing it every day for 12 months, don't do it. Because then I'm gonna get stuck finding you a replacement like fucking Fuller here. But he told me right away, I'll do this, but this isn't what I wanna do. So I knew I was getting into that, but I wouldn't do that with one of you guys. I'd rather line you up with what you wanna do for the next year. I just want you to finish out your year commitment before you move on to the next thing. And remember, it's not a race, and that's what I was telling Junior this morning. Don't become a leader because I mentioned it to you on day one that somebody needs to lead this thing, and if you're interested, there's an opportunity here. Become a leader when it's time for you to become a leader. We need people to make cool shit. And that's why after a video didn't go up last night, I said, Junior, enough's enough. You are not allowed to make videos anymore if you want to be a leader. Because I want to know if he's committed to being a leader. Because if he's not, then I know Fuller's next in line. He always has said, Junior was here first, so I let him have first dibs. But I don't care how it plays out. And that's what I want you to hear, is I couldn't give two shits who does it. I'm just sick of doing it. Is it Wednesday? So Fuller's dad reached out to me last night. It was his favorite dream job so far because he now knows I feel the way he feels following him around cleaning up after him. I said, I'm trying to teach them, but there's about 5 of them just like him, so it's been difficult. He says, 21 years, I've gotten nowhere, good luck. Wow, Fitment Inc. Record day of visits yesterday. Don't clap or anything. You have to make a team member feel good. Is this everybody? Okay, we're gonna start. So we are back up on gallery ads, looking good. Fitment Inc. is still at a record, but they set an insane goal, so shame on them, they're gonna be red. Is it okay if we make it up as a more realistic number of what we've been doing, which is so it stops being red? Or does somebody want that to be red because you feel like you'll work harder? So Fitment Inc., like I said, had a record day yesterday. 3 visits, that's super awesome. I'm sure it is their shirt video that drove a lot of people to the website. Mill for overall, which is awesome. Way above what we thought we were gonna be doing. But we keep hiring people and it's working, so we're hiring more people. Any questions on numbers or strategy? Strategy is not changing. The fact you guys still believe me when I say we're not hiring any more people, it really makes me happy. I know it's a terrible idea. My wife and my mom keep telling me that, and Tim and I know it's a bad idea because we're gluttons for punishment, but we're doing it. If you ain't growing, you're fucking shrinking. No waiting. That is actually a swear word. There will always be issues. It's part of making money. We signed up for that a long time ago. That's why you guys pay us the big bucks, because we ain't pussies and we ain't scared. Any other questions? Because that's a lot of information and I want you to ask them. Anniversaries, we got John, been here for 3 years. That's 2 weeks ago. We've already celebrated 4 times. When are we eating? Rainey, you're coming up next week, and Brad's at the end of the month. So we get food every day.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to have a meeting.
Anniversary.
If you have kids, you gotta bring them. We're Chuck E. Cheese's.
We are not going to Chuck E. Cheese's. Yoga, 10 people. Raise your hands. About 10. Today we're having Noodles and Company. Carb Fest for Johnny. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Okay, go back to work. Do we ever catch you off guard for the daily huddle? Because it catches me off guard absolutely every single day. Because I have Mandy sitting here staring at me and I'm like, oh, it must be 11. OG plan for today? One problem to solve for OG. A Pareto should be Paretoing every issue because you want to eliminate all issues. So the way you'll know if somebody's doing a Pareto is if they have at least 10 different issues and that there's been an update of at least 2-3 a day. Looks nice, Emily, looks nice. I think it's right up your alley. I think it's perfect for you. I think it'll still ride the same.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you got 20s, it wouldn't ride the same. You happy? That's all that matters. Why don't you have a Fitment ink sticker? You're gonna put black stickers? You should put white stickers on. If you wanna be sponsored, you gotta promote. I know. We're about to leave to go for a walk. I'm going for a walk. Right. Good to see you again. Yeah. Try fast, take chances. When that guy tries to make you pay, just run past him. I got these shirts there. You guys ready? We're ready to roll. No, I left my phone already. I know that rule. Are you learning and accomplishing at the speed that you would like to be? No, if he's on the right path, that was brought up when you didn't feel like you felt stuck. Right. The most important thing for you to learn is this. And this is the most important thing that Tim learned 2 weeks ago. And this will be the most important thing that anybody can ever learn. Everything we do is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So step 1 is that you reach to the outside manufacturer and you get the data. And then step 2 is you have to understand the data. Step 3 is you have to untangle the data. Step 3 is you have to go out and get the missing data. And step 4 is that you have to start compiling better data, the good data, I'll call it. And then you have to put data into the way we need to read it. And then the data needs to go into MySQL. And then the data ultimately starts to feed the website. And then you need to do testing, and you need to use your testing checklist to make sure that pricing is right, sizes are right, finishes are right, your make model is lining up, so on and so forth. And then you need to have outside testing and have us user experts do it. And we should be working off a checklist. And then someday you get to go live, and then you get to sell, and then customers pay us money. Because the only reason you ever ask that vendor for data is so that we can make more money. And when you learn that whole process, you're better at this. If this becomes your core function in life, you'll be super good at this if you understand this, and all of that. And that's why a lot of times I go really long-winded and explain to Ben what I want when we have the voice talks, because I need Ben to understand this for him to be able to build this. Because otherwise he builds shit that just doesn't make any sense for end users. But I have to stop being the guy that's holding hands through this. I have to start doing my job, which is to go get more of these so that we can sell more products. Throw together a spreadsheet the best you can, so that we start understanding what he's learned versus what your other guys have learned and versus what you know. Because when we add your data guy, where are you going to fit him in? Who's he going to report to?
Oh boy.
Lightning. You missed an entire teaching.
Nope, I was filming the whole time.
Were you really?
Yep.
You are really fucking good at this. I was so upset when I got all done and went, he always tells me I need to teach stuff and he's not here when I do. Crushed it.
That's why I just set it up. Do you want any of those stats pulled into the dashboard somewhere? Or they're good being their own thing?
Yeah, it's already open. Just keep opening it.
Oh. Hey, there's a tornado warning.
Don't go out there. There's a fucking tornado.
Is there like actually a tornado warning?
Yeah. We're fucking dead in a tornado. You might as well not even run. This is not an ice cream stand.
Close that door.
Door's been open for 5 seconds. He's placing his first order. I'm going down with the ship. This captain's riding his ship right to the fucking hole, right to the skies. We can start from mine. I'll eliminate all the questions from Fitment Inc. and from shit. And you can start with the same questions I already have that I've been asking you. But then you should add the next level down, the next level down, next level down. Like, is everything for today's schedule? What's scheduled for today? Is everything scheduled and already uploaded? And then what were the results of last night's? What were some of the key comments? You've lived it, you get it. If Shawn asks about it every day, it gets done. When Jared asks about it every day, it's gonna get done. This is your constant reminders. As a leader, you forget that you should also have a standard checklist of shit you're getting done every day.
Yeah.
And it's been fucking phenomenal. And this is why you can't possibly have time to make videos.
Right.
There's a lot of work with managing where you just build yourself a bunch of tools. Once you have them, it's slicker than shit. I just go through and I'm like, fuck yeah, kick today's ass. Or it's the end of the day and I have a fucking check mark on here. And I'm like, damn, time to get to work. What do you want to do, Spotlight?
Yeah.
On what? Do you have a clipboard and a guy with a camera?
Yeah.
What you got, Mario? I'll hold the camera, you do this one. That some bitch is naked. What the fuck?
Oh!
See you on Dream Job next week.
Yep, that's going in.
Pretty sure I just got bit by a
MTV Cribs, what's in your fridge, dude?
bush light. And somebody's plate that they half ate. Some of this, you ain't getting none. Hey Corey, let's go see how you did.
I did good.
Yeah, I bet. This will go really well. It's an awesome start.
Cool.
Here's where the trouble came.
Oh yeah, I did leave that out. Is foam not recyclable?
No.
Really?
If it doesn't have a number on it, it's not recyclable. That's why I want you to think of it.
Something every day.
So can you take out the trash and then put that in the trash too?
Yeah.
I think the only thing in there is the box that is recyclable, so you can just dump it. Kevin, shut the fuck up. I think I have to watch the montage one more time.
Tables have turned. Now I'm in your seat.
Oh, so I guess I'm not taking CO2 home. Appears to be going up in the air. Is Ben still here?
Yeah.
Because CO2 appears to be getting taken apart, which means I have no way to get home.
Ben, can you even plug in an electric car in the rain?
I don't know. I did it one time and I didn't get electrocuted and die, so I think we're good.
Doesn't it close itself?
Okay, let me go see if I'm done working, which I think I am. I'm not prepared to say I am.
Finish your spotlight.
That was random. On what?
Well, Mario just called me the orange ram.
We don't have sound in a camera. Shit, he's gonna discover that we do. Oh, get this. Sound clip.
You're gonna get run over.
One time. How come Junior talked us into doing all the work and he's doing nothing? You stay over there. They'll be like, no, not with the J's. How long were you gonna have me stand here?
A long time.
Peace.
I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. I do this without no excuses. I just love winning less than I hate losing. I'm proving the rain through my era. So even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive. Right? I'm always a winner. Even if I fall, I can still get bigger. The definition of a champion. Definition of a champion.